Hello everyone, so this is your new moon reading from the 17th of September today for the new moon in Virgo until the full moon in Aries on the 1st of October. So we have used the Moonology cards for the first part of the reading, and then because of the cards being very resistant when I was shuffling them, we've used cards from another pack as well, which is from the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. So we'll go into a little bit of that in a minute as to why we're using two different cards and kind of what came up. So what I picked up actually was a continuation of energy from the last reading. So I felt it was right that I did some notes from the last reading, which was our full moon to new moon reading. And there were a lot of similarities, especially when we introduced the romance part. So I don't know if you remember, if you watched the last video, there was a message about a new cycle of self-love, and this is kind of what these represent, and that's why I've brought through the rose quartz crystal as well, because rose quartz is all about love, compassion, self-love, all sorts of things like that. So that's why we've got a rose quartz with us today. So I'll quickly go through the cards that came up in the first part of this cycle. So we've, as I say, we've got from the new moon today, 17th September, until the 1st of October. So the first part of the week, we are focusing on just breathing and just calming down and relaxing. I know that I've had to do that myself recently. I've got a bit poorly, so I've had to rest, and I know that there was some messages about sort of taking care of yourself and resting and things in the last reading. So this really just carries on from that energy. We're still going to be in that energy, in the first week anyway. So the new moon is kind of, well, the full moon, obviously you're still in the full moon energy. Full moon energy is all about obviously resting, receiving, things like that, and the new moon is about starting to come out of that and starting to kind of think about what you want in the future and what you want to manifest, and and taking action and things like that. So it makes sense as to why we're starting off in a rest and receive mode. And then we've got here, these two cards came out together, so I feel like they're linked to each other. So it says you're very close to achieving your goal. As you can see, it's mostly full, so we're still in that sort of just coming out of full moon energy. This one's full moon as well, and it says you are good enough on this one. So I feel like there's a part of you that feels like you really want to achieve something, you really want to go somewhere and do something, and I mentioned in the last reading that you'll start, in the second part of the last reading, I mentioned that you'll start looking for things that you want and how you want to feel and where you want to be, and start getting an idea of where you want to go in life. Now with this energy, you're going to start feeling like where you want to go, you really want to achieve it, but there's a part of you that doesn't feel good enough. There's a part of you that worries that you're not good enough, that you aren't going to achieve it, that things are going to get in your way. And this is just a reassurance to say that you are good enough. You really need to start thinking about kind of being kinder to yourself and really noticing the things that you are good at. And I'm being told that's why we've chosen to not carry on with these cards and go on to the self-love cards, the romance cards. So the romance angels, you'd assume, would be about romance, and I remembered in the last reading I said take out the romance, and it's just brilliant how it's kind of carried on from that reading from the first part of September. So Spirit just really wants to know that this isn't about romance, it's about self-love and really cultivating that self-compassion and being kinder to yourself. Now if you do struggle with that, I was actually reminded of the reason why I've chosen to do this reading today, and I've not been well myself, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do this reading today, but I actually got reminded from a friend that to do this reading, and she gave me a compliment, and she said that I really love watching your readings, and she asked me if I'm going to be doing it, and it just helped me. And so this card reminded me of that. It was like, if you don't feel like you can do something, if you don't feel capable of doing something and you're worried about it, really like think about the things that your friends have told you, the things that the people that you love have told you about yourself, that that are good, that make you, that give you confidence, that boost your self-esteem, that help you to realize more about yourself and your abilities and the things that you can do. So yeah, so it's to really, use your friends in that, and think about the friends that really do boost you, and maybe speak to those friends and say that I just need a little bit of a boost. Can you, can you help me, and you might think, oh, I don't really want to ask for compliments, but just reach out to those supportive friends that are going to help you to feel better about yourself and give you that bit of confidence and courage to go forwards. And then this one is about chemistry. So new moon is all about manifesting. It's about inviting in what you want in life. And one of the things that kind of goes hand in hand with that is manifesting what you want. And it says here, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So once you do get that confidence, once you go forward and just stop being so fearful, and don't let the fears get a hold of you, and actually like feel good about yourself and just do it, then you'll start to notice the things coming in that you want, and you'll start to see good things coming into your life. And this is just to say, well done for that, because you've done that work, and to pat yourself on the back, and well done for not letting the fears get the better of you. So yeah, it's funny because the last reading did mention about facing your fears, didn't it? So it all really does, match up with the last reading. So if you haven't watched that, then do, check that one out on Instagram or YouTube, and and just see how it ties in, see whether your September has matched up to what has come up here. So that was a quick reading, but thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, do put a comment down or message me if you want to share your experiences and your thoughts about this reading. And I'll see you soon on the next moon reading. Bye.